which honestly was one of the closest games ever that I played in top ladder. What's up, papi? In today's video, we're gonna play against Riley and many other pros at the very top of ladder, at more than 3,000 medals. And we're gonna do it with the best new reliable deck that can make you push from any league to the top, just as I did. This deck just got me to rank my personal best to 3,832 medals. And that's what we're gonna watch in this video. This deck has a great synergy with all the bait cards. Basically, what we need to do most of the times with this deck is either building a push in the back or counter pushing with all defending troops. So then we can overwhelm our opponent either with graveyard pushes or with just like giant minions bowler pushes. If you don't have little prince at good levels, you can always use Archer Queen or Sapis or Musketeer. Those work great. We got a match against Simo. Okay. I mean, this guy uses to BM me every time because he has P.E.K.K.A. He's a P.E.K.K.A. player. He's pretty good. I mean, he's in the top, right? So let's see what he has. Okay, I'm gonna split my archers here. This is the base placement to counter goals. So you guys better do that. All right. He has archers and minions. So I need to be careful. He doesn't have arrows, I'm pretty sure. I'm gonna use my bowler here. All right. Okay, he has a bandit. I'm gonna use my minions. I don't really want to use the giant or the little prince in things like bandit or ghost, especially on top. If something, I think I will just eat damage. I'm gonna snowball this. I need to cycle my spells so I don't keep having like a bad cycle. I think that's pretty important. He will sap this. Okay, this might connect. I think I will just eat that. Ooh, it's a little painful, but you need to be really smart against graveyard. I'll say I need to counter push. To be honest, this matchup is pretty weird, but I think it's definitely winnable. I'm gonna use my bowler here. All right, he battle rams into the bowler, but he can break or cycle anyway. So let's see what he does. I'm gonna use ability minions, yeah. Let's see what he does. All right, that's fine. I'm not gonna wait spells. Yeah, probably I'm good with that. Maybe I should have thrown a snowball just to cycle it. Let's see what he does now. I think, do I snowball this guy? Oh man, okay. Snowball? Archers? Please, no connection? Other archer? Help me, mom. What you doing, mommy? All right, I'm gonna use my graveyard. I'm gonna use my giant. Yeah, all right. I predict the bandit. I think I will just arrow this. I was about to graveyard, but then I didn't. He's up in damage. Well, thankfully, at least I killed the archers. It's fine. I'm gonna eat the hit of the ghost. That's fine. Let's cycle my minions here. Looks like he was about to attack. I'm just gonna wait with my snowball. I'm gonna throw it anyway because he will sap definitely. All right, that's good. Let's go with the giant. So let's see if we can use these counter pushing minions. Let's use the graveyard here. Man, looks like I will have to eat the bandit. I'm gonna arrow this. All right, this was some good damage. I'm gonna use my archers here. Minions. All right, he defended. All right, you know what? I'm gonna stop attacking. I'm gonna stop attacking. I will do fully counter pushing pushes, because if I keep attacking, then he will have counter pushing, then he will push me. All right. I'm not gonna use my giant. I'm gonna use the arrows and the minions. It's fine. Let's see what he does. I'm gonna use my ability. I'm gonna use archers. Yeah, he doesn't have arrows, so it's fine. Okay. Okay, that Pedro was kind of. He still need to answer this guy, the guardian. Well, the girl. Sorry. All right, giant. No, I think we'll just use a snowball. Yeah, I'm gonna use bowler for this, and I will have my little prince ready. Okay, okay, that was a pretty good value. All right, he saps. Yeah, now he can kill my Evo archers. Okay, this is fine. He still needs to answer the bowler. My Evo archer is gonna take care of that. Let's see if he. Oh, okay. I prediction bandit. This is good, because he doesn't have a lot of elixir. Giant? Is he gonna P.E.K.K.A.? Oh, he's not going to. Okay, again, snowball this. He the ghost! He wakes up. Okay. Girls! Kill it! Oh! Okay. I'm in spell range. hold up, puppy. We just need to chill, like, take a deep breath. Okay, I have my little prince ready. Yeah, I mean, he's going to push that. Oh, I lost already. I need to push. All right, arrows. Timo, straight to the lobby. Oh, man, what a game. I'll see you guys in the next one. All right, we got a match, and we're against Pedro. This guy is the second best player in the world.
Pedro wins by 18.
He just lost against Mugi in the Clash Royale World Finals and won like $120,000. Also, he's a pretty good friend of mine. I like him a lot. Pedro is a good friend, or Pedro in English. So yeah, I'm gonna start cycling the archers. I know he has mortar. He always plays like usually minor cycle decks at top ladder. And all right, little prince, we can go with the bowler. I don't have like the greatest cycle. Usually I would love to go with little prince against or on little prince. Mortar, I'm just gonna let it lock on, and then I'm gonna use my little prince. Let's see what he does. All right, minions, I'm just gonna throw arrows. All right, then if he puts something else, then I can pop the ability. Nice ability timing by him. All right, he has cannoneer, so or beatdown pushes will be just harder to make, but then he can struggle a little bit against graveyard. All right, he's not gonna pop the ability, which is fine. I'm gonna split my archers. Basically, in single elixir against like almost any minor matchup, you want to play like pretty passive and pretty safe. I'm gonna use my giant to the other lane. All right, yeah. Usually you want to use your giant in the other lane so it can tank more for the mortar and get extra pressure. I'm not gonna throw the snowball here. I thought it for a second. Sorry if the game is in Spanish, guys. I forgot to change it. So yeah, let's see. All right. Now graveyard is pretty good against him because you know the cannoneer is pretty bad against graveyard, but then he can take down my giants quite easily. So I will just try to wait and counter push and see if we can get like good connections. This game won't be easy because he's one of the best cycle players in the whole world. So let's see graveyard. Let's throw a snowball here. All right, maybe I should have thrown the arrows. Maybe that little prince would have die. Maybe I'm gonna have my bowler ready. Yeah, I'm gonna use the giant arrows. Archers. Oh, he has a spirit lock. All right, this is not so good because then he can get like good advantage him here. I'm gonna use my bowler. All right, and then I can use my minions. Okay, well that's all right. Let's see. I'm just gonna use naked graveyard. I want the graveyard to tank for the bowler, usually. All right, puppy. Maybe we can get some chips. Sometimes we can get lucky with graveyards. Oh my god, that deals some decent damage, actually. Please get a hit. Okay. Well, the little kid. I'm gonna use my giant in the back. Giant in the back against little prince is so good because you can actually tank a lot and then just decide to put minions on top of the little prince or any other troop like I will just do here. I'm just gonna arrow this. And this looks pretty okay to me, not gonna lie. Let's see. Okay, he has to poison again. If he keeps poisoning in defense, this means we can go like again, like all the way in the back and keep resetting and keep doing big pushes. That's pretty key. Okay. Okay, little prince. Little prince in the other lane is pretty good because I want to keep cycling my troops and getting like the 3-card cycle. That's pretty good to do. So you can always do this against any kind of minor cycle players. I'm gonna snowball this guy. So basically I can just kill it. Okay, let's just keep going again. Minions like behind the giant and then graveyard is pretty good because then I pay the spell. Let's see. I can go like all the way in the back. Now I'll just wait. I'll go giant same lane, not in the opposite because I'm just pushing here and he will just give me like the opportunity to push. Then I can use my Evo archers here on top. Then I can snowball this guy. The Evo archer is pretty good against it. All right, I'm gonna use my graveyard here. And then I will just insta spell whatever he puts. Yeah, arrow the cards. I mean, they don't die, but I need to keep cycling. All right, I'm gonna use another giant and minion since I have the bowler there already. I'm gonna let be those minions. I'm gonna archers. Okay, graveyard quickly. Okay, if I snoop arrows. Okay, this is quite good damage. Giant, good. Come on, puppy. I mean, this is pretty good damage. We had it pretty much. It's still 20 seconds, and I mean, I never trust miner cycle. So let's keep using our troops in the back. I'm gonna use my graveyard so I can use extra pressure. I can use the ability. Mortar. Okay, now I'm gonna use my giant like to the other lane because I don't want the giant to go in front of the mortar and then lock on into the tower. Otherwise, I need to put another troop. I will cycle my snowball and. That's it. That's it. That was a pretty good win. GG's. This is a pretty good matchup. So now you guys see how to beat it. Now I'm going to show you my game against Riley. As you can see here, I was pretty excited that I was playing against him. So let's go. Alright, we're in the match against Riley. I'm going to show you guys this replay because actually Riley is one of the players that make this matchup the hardest. Actually, he's pretty good at cycle. I mean, he's a great player and I like him a lot. I met him in Finland. I'm gonna leave you a picture here, guys. So all right, first start of the game, he started connecting some mortars. Wasn't expecting him to play this mortar deck. I know he plays cycles and lock bait, of course. So yeah, at the beginning I was like kind of in a weird cycle, so I was like, okay, I need to chill. In single elixir, I'll say that it's pretty important just to keep track of your bowlers and your giants. You don't really want to push him or give him like a free bowler. So as you guys can see, I use my bowler and then I use my giant to the other lane. This is pretty important because of two things. Mainly because you apply pressure to the other lane while just distracting the mortar. And second, if you put the giant in the same lane as the mortar, they can just put many other troops, you know, like Little Prince, especially, and they will kill your giant, and then the mortar can lock in the tower and then get some damage. As you can see here, he started getting some damage, so I didn't really worry about it. I was just like, okay, I'm gonna let connect both, like the mortar in the left lane, as I did it in the right lane, because it's fine if I give him like 1,000 maybe at the beginning. I don't want to give him too much damage, but if not, then I would have been like in a bad situation, right? So here he forced me out with the bowler. That was a pretty good play because then now he has the Evo Mortar for free. So I decided to pressure with the giant. So he used his Evo Mortar in defense, but then he doesn't. Then he doesn't. Then he just does a great defense here. And now I'm in a little trouble because now he can just Evo Mortar here. I think that was my mistake, overcommitting in some defenses. But now I knew he will have the Evo Mortar, sorry. So I just decided to push with Snowball, with minions, with ability. And I get the defense done. The Evo Mortar is mainly the thing you need to worry about, and Little Prince in this matchup. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna use my bowler here. I don't really want to use it like on top at the bridge. So then now I decide to use my giant so I can push the Little Prince back a little. He will use the ability and he will get again some nice shots. And as you can see, Riley is beating this pretty hard matchup. But to be honest, I was pretty confident because, as I said, I think it's a good match. And then I will just like start beating it when we get in double and in triple elixir as we are right now. So basically I just decided to cycle a graveyard here just to get in a better cycle so I can use my spells a little, try to kill this Little Prince. And then once I cycle my spells, now I have a pretty good cycle with troops, and now I can counter push and be in a good position. I decided to switch lanes to the lane Riley was pushing because I think it's pretty smart to go against a cycle deck in the same lane, especially with this deck. So yet again I go with graveyard, then he does the defensive poison, which is fine to me. I was like, okay, now he started using defensive poisons and some troops in the back, you know, to try to defend my whole push. So now what I can do is just keep him in cycle where he keeps just poisoning graveyards or poisoning my troops, and then I can just split in a different way my attack. As you can see here, he decides to poison. I put the minions. I wasn't expecting the poison there, not gonna lie, because actually, as you can see here, this is going to get so much damage. So then the bowler is yet again taking so much value, and basically what I can do here is again reset. And as you can see, we are almost getting even in damage. So I will just keep pushing. I'm gonna use my Little Prince in the back as I showed you in the previous games, so I can keep cycling with my 3 cycle card. I'm gonna kill these minions, and then I'm gonna use my giant graveyard push. And since I have the little prince, my cycle is faster, right? So I can just spell out better and then just reset again. And as you can see in this push, I managed to get so much damage. Actually, this was scary because I'm pretty sure like the bowler walk or something, and then it get retarget into my tower. As you can see here, like the mortar is shooting the bowler, and actually this makes so close the matchup. I was like, I'm gonna catch the miner. I predicted the miner here, and I was like, damn, this is pretty close. But to be honest, like I was pretty calm. I was like, if I get another graveyard, he needs to get another poison, so I'm just gonna spell out everything in the tower because he needs to poison, right? And then I can just defend the miner a little with the archers. And that's how we got this win, which honestly was one of the closest games ever that I played in top ladder, especially against a good matchup. And that's how we managed to get the win against Riley, aka Takuma. Now I'm gonna show you my last game against Kotori, which this one helped me to get top 53 in the world and get my personal best of this season. Alright, we're in the match, and I will show you in this replay how to beat Miner Poison, both with Mother Witch. I actually think this was a snipe. I'll leave you guys a screenshot here, because this guy, I have him added in my friend list. His name is Kotori, or Baby Nate. He has a YouTube channel, you guys might know it. If not, check out his channel. He's a Miner One Trick player. And I was like, okay, I just finished my match against Riley, and I straight up queue because I know it was like 7 in the morning. I was eating my breakfast and I was playing some Clash, you know, man. And I just thought that he had just like minor wall breakers, no? But then I checking his API. I was talking with Surgical Goblin because he's one of my best friends of all time. And I was like, I think he sniped you. And I was like, yeah, I don't think so. And then I look at the API, and then he had Mother Witch. Like, I was playing this game and I was like, bro, why you have Mother Witch? Usually he doesn't play with Mother Witch. And yeah, he actually sniped me, or looks like I'm not gonna call it out, but looks like it, you know. So well, I was like, okay, he has Mother Witch. To be honest, I wasn't even worried because I knew I would beat the matchup, mainly because I play against some other guy that is called Asaf, is also one trick of this deck, and I played this matchup before and I beat it. To be honest, I knew he didn't have luck, and I was like, okay, this is gonna be pretty good because I'm gonna play only, see, if I'm playing only giant pushes, like I'm gonna play like a giant beatdown, and in the right moment I'm gonna graveyard. As you can see here, I graveyard once, and then I'm not gonna graveyard anymore. The main reason of that is because I don't want him to give value to their Mother Witch, and since he doesn't have a champion in his deck, he can cycle with 3 cycle cards, right? So I just attack here just to make some pressure, just to make him waste elixir. I knew also that he's not going to use his Mother Witch in offense because he's gonna save it for the graveyard. So I'm free to use my minions wherever I want. I'm not really worried about it. So as you can see here, I'm just gonna snowball, and since now I just got into the right cycle, I'm gonna start resetting. I had my archers ready because I knew he will wall breakers, as you can see here. And the main thing against Mother Witch is like you need to play as if you're playing just a giant beatdown deck. If they waste Mother Witch, or they don't have enough elixir, or they make a bad defense, then you can start using graveyards. But I'll recommend you to be really careful and you only use it like once or twice in the game. As you can see here, I'm only like going with my giant, making waste poisons. I'm always making sure that I get in a better situation with my cards. So as you can see here, I put my bowler in front, then I use my ability, and this is pretty hard for him because he only has a knight and he doesn't have a lock to reset the little prince charge. As you can see here, I'm gonna start getting some damage. He used the poison, then I'm not using my graveyard again. I'm just like getting some damage with my giant, just a snowball here, just cycle a little, try to get in a good push again, to get like all the way in the back and just waiting. This is pretty important because here he pushes, I'm gonna use my arrows. To be honest, like I don't really mind. I don't want to take damage, and I know my pushes will be even better in triple elixir. It's pretty important that just keeping calm. Little prince in the back. I'm gonna use my giant here on the left because my main plan was to get the giant in the right. Since I have a 3 cycle card, I can do this pretty easy. As you can see, I already used my minions. I'm gonna use my archers here. I'm gonna use my bowler just to lock up the lane. I use my ability here. Here I didn't need the snowball, but I throw it anyway just to, I don't wanna risk it, you know. Now, as you can see here, my little prince is just going nuts in the right. So what I'm going to do here, I'm gonna use my giant again. I'm gonna use my minions. He wastes the mother witch and then he wastes the poison in defense because he needed to kill the minions. So then I'm just going to arrow, snowball, everything. I catch the bats. I eat those wall breakers. I didn't really care. And then I just basically take his whole tower. It's just mainly about being reactive about what the opponent is doing and just keep applying pressure, right? If you see that, well, he just wastes Mother Witch, he just wastes poison, then it's the right time to go in. Sometimes we have to take a risk in the games to get ourselves in a better situation. And that's how we beat Minor Poison with Mother Witch. And also get to my personal best. I get 53 in the world. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you do, don't forget to subscribe. And use code adrianpiedrag to get extra luck in your matches. I'll see you in the next one, papi. Bye bye.